What is up, people? Mike Pettiford here. Gonna do another reaction and analysis of a movie or film or a TV show. You never know with me because I'm a professional actor. I have been for a long time, and I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty of these scenes and see what's poppin', my guys. That's not how I usually talk, but that's how I talked just then. So today we are going to look at Tony Stark recruits Peter Parker, your Spider-Boy, Captain America Civil War movie. Robert Downey, you got Tom Holland, and these two are so good together. Just watch this scene and tell me what you think down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like it. I appreciate it. Tell me what else you would like to see, and I will try and do it for you. All right, so here we go. Hopefully I can give you something of value, some great analysis. Let's do it. I decided to put my hat on because my hair was crazy.
I definitely did not apply for your grant.
Me first.
Okay.
Quick question of the rhetorical variety. That's you, right?
No. What do you mean?
Look at you go. Wow, nice catch. 3,000 pounds, 40 miles an hour. It's not easy. You got mad skills.
That's all on YouTube, though, right? I mean, that's where you found that. Because you know that's all fake. It's all done on the computer. Mm-hmm. It's like that video.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like those UFOs over Phoenix?
Exactly.
Oh, what have we? So, you're the Spiderling, crime fighting.
I love the contrast of this compared to all the craziness. You're in Peter Parker's bedroom. He's a teenager. You have a billionaire Tony Stark, who is Iron Man. He really looks up to him as Iron Man. He's just now becoming Spider-Man. You know, he hasn't had a male figure around since his uncle died. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but this scene is so intimate compared to a lot of the big, lots of moving parts scenes that are in all these MCU movies.
So, you're the Spiderling, crime-fighting spider. You're Spider-Boy?
Spider-Man.
Not in that onesie, you're not.
It's not a onesie. I can't believe this. I was actually having a really good day today, Mr. Stark. Didn't miss my train. This perfectly good DVD player was just
Good
sitting
pajamas.
there, and algebra test. Nailed it.
Who else knows? Anybody?
Nobody.
Not even your unusually attractive aunt?
No. If she knew, she would freak out. And when she freaks out, I freak out.
You know what I think is really cool? This webbing. Tensile strength is off the charts. Who manufactured
If you look at stuff
she
like
would
that.
freak out. And when she freaks out, I freak
So when he
out.
You know what I
catches
think
this-
is really cool? This webbing.
So he didn't actually catch anything. It's just sound design and him doing this. I mean, it's pretty simple, but just thought I'd note that.
Tensile strength is off the charts. Who manufactured that?
I did.
Can you even see in these?
Yes, I can't. Look, I can see in those, okay? It's just that when whatever happened, it's like my senses have been dialed to 11. There's way too much input, so they just kind of help me focus.
So they do such a good job of keeping this very believable, and that has a lot to do with the vision for the film when you're writing it and directing it, and that has a lot to do with the actors that you choose as well. It's up for a debate. It's complete conjecture, but a lot of people say different Spider-Mans were better. A lot of people don't like Tobey Maguire. Some people like, Garfield Spider-Man. Not the Cap, talking about the actor. Him too. He's maybe a little older, but I think Tom Holland's a good mix. He's younger, but he still has those boyish mannerisms and characteristics to him, but also good head on his shoulders. Not too kiddie. Tom's delivery in all of these lines can be very just wordy. There's been things that I've done that for commercials and stuff that you're just listing off information or stuff that you can't really relate to in your normal life, and it just kind of comes out. But if you can connect to what you're saying, it's way more believable. So what he's doing here and talking about his super powers, you just have to think about it in a way of like, okay, I'm Peter Parker. I'm a boy. I go to high school or whatever. I'm just okay, and I just got to talk about my superhero powers. And it's just a very normal thing because it's actually happening to him. It's not something that he's trying to make up. So he's just saying, you know, I don't know, just my senses, and I don't know, it just felt weird when I first got the powers. Like, you know, how else would you say it if you actually got those powers? It'd be very conversational. You're talking to Iron Man, so he knows he has a safe place to tell it, to talk about it.
Just that when whatever happened, it's like my senses have been dialed to 11. There's way too much input, so they just kind of help me focus.
You're in dire need of an upgrade. Systemic, top to bottom. 100-point restoration, that's why I'm here. Why are you doing this? I gotta know, what's your MO? What gets you out of that twin bed in the morning?
Because...
So there's another thing in blocking here. Blocking is just where you're moving around in a scene. So you can rehearse blocking. Blocking is, I think it started as a theater term, I think. Blocking is just you figuring out on stage where you're moving, where you're supposed to hit your mark. Hitting your marks is like where you're supposed to stop and stand and like do whatever. Because if you don't, certain things may not work out as planned. With this, the blocking is very intentional, the way they rehearse the scene. So he's standing up the whole time, and he's real standoffish, right? And then Robert sits down, or Tony sits down, and let's get real. Like, let's get real here. Tell me. And then he sits down in the bed, and then they have just a little bit more vulnerability. So it represents that. So those moments are represented by physical things that's going on in the scene as well. Physical things representing what's going on emotionally.
There's way too much input, so they...
Fast forward.
Bottom. 100-point restoration, that's why I'm here. Why are you doing this?
His body language slightly different. He's like, okay.
I gotta know, what's your MO? What gets you out of that twin bed in the morning?
Because I've been me my whole life, and I've had these powers for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I read books, I build computers. And yeah, I would love to play football, but I couldn't then, so I shouldn't now.
Sure, because you're different.
Exactly. But I can't tell anybody that, so I'm not. Look, when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you.
So you want to look out for the little guy, you want to do your part, make the world a better place, all that.
With great power comes great responsibility. That's what he's talking about there. That he feels a lot of maybe some guilt or shame or whatever, or some type of responsibility for what's going on, because now that I am this thing, it's up to me to do something about it. And if I don't, then it happened because of me. It's a lot of responsibility.
You.
So you want to look out for the little guy, you want to do your part, make the world a better place, all that, right?
Yeah, just looking out for the little guy. That's what it is.
I'm gonna sit here so you move the leg.
So they could easily have this conversation the other way around. There's an intentional, a very human, emotional moment they're climaxing to here. Him as a dominant male figure who's providing some type of leadership and mentorship to him right now. And then him just kind of spilling his heart out and being vulnerable. And so he moves over there to the bed. Also, he just wants to break up. He's very much kind of like me. He breaks up the tension of, like, if it's like tension, he breaks it up with humor. So it's like, everyone chill out. So that's what he's famous for.
I'm gonna sit here so you move the leg. Got a passport?
No, I don't even have a driver's
You ever been to
license.
Germany?
No.
Oh, you'll love it.
I can't go to Germany.
Why?
I got homework.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
No, I'm being serious. I can't just drop out of school.
Might be a little dangerous. Better tell Aunt Hottie I'm taking her on a field trip.
He said Aunt Hottie.
Don't tell Aunt May.
All right, Spider-Man. Give me this.
Sorry, I'll get.
I love it. All right, guys, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I love it. Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say it. This isn't even like a Marvel channel or anything, but I like him the best as Spider-Man, in my humble opinion. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hope you learned something. If you have any tips, if you have any critiques, I welcome them. Also, if you have any ideas for something that you would want to see in the future, let me know down below, and I will gladly try to get to it. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you next time, on the flippity flop, whatever I say. Peace.